Hello again, and welcome to How They Could Do It. This is a series where I talk about my theories, thoughts and methods of how companies could create our favourite video games, films and TV. I am your host Shikari Ferrari and I hope you enjoy. In this video I'm going to be talking about how they could do a sequel to Evolve. Now before I get slammed with a lot of hate, I do agree it does not deserve the score it got, but it has improved a lot since launch with character content and there is more to come. But when you get a good squad of hunters together, in my opinion it can be one of the best team games to play. And it's always fun to play as a monster. All it takes is practice to know their abilities and how they play to go against people online confidently. So, is there a chance that Turtle Rock could do a sequel for this love/hate game? So here's my view on how they could do it. So the one huge problem with Evolve is the lack of any story mode, and come on guys, evacuation doesn't count. But the characters mention the setting and what's going on multiple times in the dropship conversations. Each character has particular stories to tell, either something about them or a monster of some sort. So there is plenty of lore here to make a really good story mode in this world. As I just mentioned, these characters most of the time mention something about their past, so the idea I had was, wouldn't it be awesome if in the next game we played a mission of those stories told? So for example, Trollvault has an encounter with the Gorgon and the result was he lost half his body. Let's play that mission leading up to that. Let's see what he was like before he lost all those limbs. Other examples I could think of is, what happened to Maggie's planet? That's a new one that's coming up in the dropship conversations. What lengths did Kala have to go through to become the thing she is? Show us these characters' backstories, let us play like 1 or 2 missions for each hunter, putting set pieces in there and cutscenes in them, just flesh out all these already interesting characters. But my idea doesn't end there with the hunters. What if we had monster birth missions? So with all this speculation with the monsters and where they came from, in the next game give us answers or at least some more information to put together by letting us play these monster missions. So for example, you're playing Goliath, there's a voiceover telling you that they've found something or they've been doing experiments, etc, etc. And then the mission is you escaping from a lab or fleeing from a location of some sort, but you're against AI enemy, cannon fodder basically, so you can just have fun tearing the place apart. Also giving the chance for new players to learn how to play the monsters, and for veteran players just to have fun with these missions. Like I said for the hunters, put set pieces in there, let us tear open doors, leap smash squads of AI trying to stop you and just go all out with it. So, how they can improve progression in the next game is to keep giving us challenges within the game, like using characters' weapons and abilities. When complete, rewarding us by giving us a skin for that particular challenge for whatever character. Like what Halo 5 is doing, keep updating the game with lots of free content, weapon skins, costume skins, you name it. I know Turtle Rock do these community challenges, and keep that up, but give us super rare skins to go on top of this mechanic, thus giving back to the players for staying with the game. Another great addition would be giving us the chance to customise the hunters/monsters appearance head to toe. So imagine being able to change the appearance of Vanilla Maggie. Her head could be Wasteland Maggie, her body could be normal, and of course, if they were to give us more costume skins in the sequel, we could select part of the body and pick and choose from various skins to go on our hunter. What I mean by ability set customization is you choose an ability template for your hunter or monster, then you can just customize their appearance to whatever you want. So for example, you pick Meteor Goliath's abilities, but you can choose how the Goliath looks head to toe, the same as the hunters, but the name in the selection screen says Meteor Goliath, so the hunters know what variation they are fighting against, and vice versa. A map editor would be great for the long wait for more official maps to get released. The idea I have is you select from a map template and you can add objects and where wildlife is located around the map. And with an added community sharing option, you can share your creation with your friends and the rest of the community, who can play it, save it, and then give you feedback by liking or disliking the map. There could be a monthly event on being given the chance for a community map variation to be picked by Turtle Rock to be added to the official map roster. All maps submitted will have to be balanced of course. The most votes by the community by the end of the month are added up, then the map with the most votes becomes the new official map variation, and when Turtle Rock released more official maps, new templates are added to the map editor. What would also help the sequel would be to add more exciting game modes to keep people coming back. Unfortunately, Hunt is the only strong game mode at the moment for this franchise. The other modes have suffered because of this. Here's my 2 game mode ideas for the sequel. So my first idea, hunters have to control 2 locations in order to get ammo for their primary weapon. Pistol ammo is unlimited. The locations controlled means more ammo is replenished. There are also turrets in these locations that help hunters, but if they are destroyed, you have the option to use some power to repair the turrets. But by doing so, you have to recapture half a circle of that location to get the ammo supply back. Once the circle is full, the turrets are operational again, so communication is key. The monster is level 3 but will have reduced armor and health to keep it balanced. But here's the other cool thing I have about the game mode. It has the option to have 2 monsters in the game, and the 2 players who are the monsters can only be level 2 and they cannot go beyond that point. So adding even more carnage to this game mode. So it's a mode about when to fight and when to defend these points for ammo, or risk repairing turrets to help you take down the monster or monsters quicker. Idea number 2, this mode I have heard people from the community begging Turtle Rock to introduce, and that is to have 2 monsters versus 8 hunters, or 4 hunters just to have more favour, but I like the 8 hunters idea. Although I do really doubt they would add such a mode to the game now, one of the key selling points for a sequel has to be a mode that can rival the popularity of Hunt or expand upon it, and this gives us a chance for 2 monster players to communicate and work together. Some mechanics for this that I thought would work well would be the monsters have to be level 3 to destroy a relay or something new that requires 2 monsters to destroy. Once the monsters reach level 3, the hunters are told to fall back to a location where they can fortify their position against the attack, setting up barricades and turrets. As far as catching the monsters before they reach level 3, the hunters could obviously split up into 2 teams of 4, or mix it up. Imagine 2 assaults in one team with 2 medics, all sorts of combinations. With the trappers and domes, to make it fair, if both monsters are domed and the 2 trappers are within that domed, it is not possible for the second trapper to pop their dome while in it. Once the dome is down, there is a 30-second cooldown for the other trapper to then use their dome to catch the monster. So I hope you're still following me. So basically that's my last idea for this section. It's basically hunt and defend all wrapped into one. So the last section of this video, and probably the most important one, and that is how much the game would be and their DLC plan. I've seen a huge thread on the Turtle Rock forums saying that the current game should switch to free to play. This could be an option for the sequel, and to have the extra characters as DLC. And I hope they have the good idea to bring everything they've done in this game to the sequel: maps, characters, their variations and game modes. And my last thoughts for this section, they could price the game like they did for Evolve, but actually sell us a season pass, not packs, as it did upset most people by doing packs. So that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll be making a few more videos on Evolve, like my ideas for future hunters and monsters. Leave a like, comment and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys later.